Hello, friends. Good morning. How are you? We've made it around to a new week here on a Monday, and I'm thinking a lot today about the transitional kind of space it feels like we might be in. Summer is starting to wind down, kids are going back to school. Maybe you have your own kind of routines that are changing or shifting because of this, and we're starting to maybe see a little bit of shortening to the day, feeling that a little bit. And so how do we hold our groundedness? How do we find the ground, even in these transitional times? And I think sometimes we can do that in meditation, being open to what a little breath and quiet can bring. So we're just kind of holding that today, if it's helpful to you. If you haven't set yourself up for meditation, please do. Let's find that comfortable, intentional posture that'll work for you today. If you're going to be seated, sitting tall, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, finding some relaxation in the scalp and jaw. Maybe giving an ever so slight tuck to the chin, just to release the back of the neck. And if it feels good, maybe closing the eyes or just gently resting the gaze a little ahead of you. And taking a moment to feel yourself arrive here in this posture, feeling what's beneath you, what's holding you. Maybe feeling the air around you. And then bringing your awareness to the breath if you haven't already. Noticing the flow that's here, not changing anything about the breath, but allowing it to be in its own rhythm, whatever that might be. Many times we just follow with the flow of the breath, right? But sometimes when you are feeling like there's a lot of movement in life, feeling a little ungrounded, it can be nice to choose one spot in the breath cycle to focus on. So maybe it's the air at the tip of the nose, the way the chest moves, maybe the way the belly moves. Maybe it's the spot where the breath turns from an inhale to an exhale. But if it's helpful to you today, just picking one place that's kind of calling to you in the breath, feels kind of interesting, and staying right there with it. So maybe noticing the way the air changes at the tip of the nose with each inhale and exhale, or how the chest moves, maybe a little bit differently with each breath. Really inviting your attention to rest in this place. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, just like this. find yourself wandering away from the breath, just gently returning to the focus. No commentary, no judgment needed. Just that return again and again, however many times you might need. Sometimes when we are feeling a little up in the air with change or transition, it's hard to find things that we can hold on to, can ground ourselves with. So just inviting the breath to be this today, a place to find rest and steadiness. We have a couple more minutes together, staying just like this. And in our last minute or so together, maybe once again noticing what's holding you, what's here, noticing the air on your skin, the sounds around you, taking in the moment, feeling yourself connected to each piece of it. And finally, when you're ready, really slowing down with our 3 slow, deep breaths. Taking your time. Slow, steady inhales and exhales. And when you're ready, slowly starting to return to the day ahead, opening the eyes if they were closed, maybe giving yourself some nice stretches or small movements before whatever comes next for you. I hope it's a good day, friends. Take care.